Hey, George. This is Lindsay with Armed Forces Entertainment.
This is Dr. Wallace. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you today, Lindsay?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Well, good. Well, first of all, thank you so much for taking some time to do a quick interview with us. I really, really appreciate it.
No problem whatsoever.
The first thing I want to ask you, George, is what made you so passionate, because I know you're passionate about this upcoming tour, to go entertain our troops in Japan?
Oh, that's got to be, man. I got to give back to the people. And these guys are out there and living for us. And when I come out, if I can put that smile on their face and make them happier, that is the greatest gift I could give. I mean, and my job is about giving back. That's everybody's purpose on earth, is to give back. Share your talent or share some kind of gift with people. That's why I even tell people, if you see someone walking down the street without a smile, give them yours. It's your job to respond back and give back. And everybody, it's kind of like the golden rule in the Bible. Treat everybody like you like to be treated, you know? Mm-hmm. And I just think it'll be a great thing. And for me to do the troops, it's going to be amazing. I did once... I worked with the WWE.
Yeah.
We did a tribute to the troops, and that just worked out fantastically. So you can go online and see that, and just to give back to the people that are working for me and for the country, I think it's beautiful. And I know we're going to have a good time.
Absolutely. Well, George, do you have any connection yourself to the military? Anyone in your family who served our country?
When I was in college, I was a member of the ROTC.
Oh, cool.
But I didn't, for some reason, I didn't make it to the Air Force ROTC. Mm-hmm. And I just never made it. But now this way I can give back. And I do have some family members that were in the armed forces, in the Army, and the Air Force, and I just know so many people that served the country that way, and I was in college at the time. If you're in college, you didn't have to service, because I come to the draft days. Mm-hmm. But I was in college at the time, and then I come right out of college, went right into comedy, and I'm now here for 10 years, and now I have the title of the new Mr. Vegas, not Las Vegas. That's Wayne Newton, but he doesn't work here anymore. That's why I'm the new Mr. Vegas.
So do you have people call you that, Mr. Vegas? I mean, can they look you in the eye now, George, that you have this big title?
No, that's all over the city. That's what they introduced me as, the new Mr. Vegas.
Nice.
The reason you get that title, it's about giving back to the community and all of the charities. I work with all of the charities in the community.
Going back to the tour that you're going to be doing in Japan, like you said, you're always coming up with new jokes and content. But since you're going to have that military audience in front of you, have you already been working on, what the show might be like for this particular audience?
I have no idea. Won't know till I get there.
So your trip over might give you some really good content for the show.
Yeah, it'll be something about travel. It'll be something they can relate to.
Uh-huh.
Being back home, some things that they miss, some things, tell them how they put me up, maybe the hotel that I stay in, uh-huh. and what joy it is to just make them happy. Because my material is so topical, uh-huh. and so right now on the spot, who are you, where are you from? Well, no matter where you're from, I've been there already. Some of the cities, I'll talk to some of the guys in the audience and the ladies in the audience, and we'll take it from there. It's just, and I don't have a show. It's a living room. I'm just their uncle or their crazy brother, and that's what it's all about.
Now, you often pull people up on stage during your shows.
Yes.
What do you look for in that person?
I have no idea. Just where you're from, what do you do? Find out what you do, make sure you have fun, and it's going to be great.
Because sometimes, I know when I go to a comedy show, I'm kind of nervous to sit in the first few rows because I have a feeling that I may be picked. Do you sometimes venture further back? Should everybody be on guard that they may actually be pulled up on stage?
Everybody should be in now with me, because I do pick a lot on the people that I'm from, because
uh-huh.
time-wise it can happen, but I might go way in the back. You back there in the back, come up here. What are you doing? And
mm-hmm.
talk to me. Tell me where you're from. No matter where they're from. It doesn't matter where you're from. I was there yesterday.
Well, I'm sure that there have been times in your career as a comedian where it's been extremely competitive, and times when maybe you just got a little down because you weren't advancing as fast as you wanted to, or just maybe those hard times in life that comedy's really helped you get that positive mindset back. And I'm just thinking that there might be some soldiers in Japan that, need that kind of oomph and that positivity back in their life. So what advice would you give them to just get
There's
them?
a message there for all young people. There's a message in every show that I do. Laugh it off. Make sure you enjoy your life, no matter what the problem is. Don't let anybody steal your joy. You laugh it off. It doesn't matter what it is. There's always, even if you lose someone in your family, a loved one, you think about the good times you have with them, it will always outweigh the bad. There's always a reason for you to smile and keep smiling. Laugh it off. Don't let anything get you down.
Well, George, you've mentioned to me before that Jerry Seinfeld is one of your very, very good friends. Y'all lived together for over a decade. But I was wondering, who was your inspiration as a young comedian, and who are you thankful for that really helped you craft your craft?
Well, let's go from Richard Pryor. Of course, started with Richard Pryor. But back in the day, there was a guy that I wrote for him, Red Fox.
Mm-hmm.
And then just knowing Sammy Davis Jr. was always working Las Vegas. My ultimate goal was to work Las Vegas. That's all I ever want to do. Never want to do any television, never want to do movies, even though I'm starting to do more. I love the career of Rodney Dangerfield and Red Fox.
Yeah.
They did it when they were older people. Phyllis Diller, learned a lot from her. Jackie Moms Mabley, so many people that I learned from. And even today, it's just not the older people that I learn from. Arsenio Hall is a great, I was on Arsenio Hall more than anybody else, so that was a great inspiration. And then some of the new kids, J.B. Smoove from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
I learned from everybody to this day,
Well, thank you, George. Y'all have a lot of fun.
You call me anytime, okay?
Okay. Thank you, George. Have a good rest of your day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.